Now, the first South African responders to the flooding crisis in Mozambique have returned home. These heroes have been working tirelessly in Mozambique and Zimbabwe for days now, trying to save as many lives as possible under the most trying of conditions. More than 360 people have died after Cyclone Idai battered southern Africa. Our reporter Malungelo Booi is at OR Tambo International Airport there in anticipation of the first responders returning back home. Malungelo, any word at all whether they've actually landed?
In fact, we have been saying they have landed, so they are making really their way to their terminal, and we're expecting them to arrive here and to come out any time from now. Tony, let's remind you, Tony, about this catastrophe. The United Nations Food Agency warning that the emergency in all these three countries, I quote, is getting bigger by the hour. Thousands of people displaced, hundreds others already confirmed dead, and many more others, Tony, are still missing. A team from Rescue SA and also from the Gift of the Givers, who have actually been working in Mozambique, Malawi and Zimbabwe to assist in rescue and recovery efforts. The team from Rescue SA is going to be arriving any moment from now. In Malawi, Tony, we know that about 82,000 people have been displaced. In Mozambique, that number is at 400,000. There's a need for food, shelter and medicine, and infrastructure in all of these countries. In many parts of these countries that have been hit by this catastrophe has destroyed. The lines of communications are also not working properly. The United Nations Central Emergency Fund allocating about $20 million towards the humanitarian aid in these countries. And of course, the Red Cross, Jamie Lasua, said, I quote, this is the worst crisis to hit Mozambique in history. As we wait, Tony, for the arrival of these South African heroes, really, that assisted in the rescue efforts and the recovery efforts in Mozambique. We don't see a lot really of their family and friends that are actually that would have thought would be here to welcome them home. But also the South African government, Tony, if you remember, had also made an appeal to South Africans to donate food and clothes, so that and also money, so that they can also assist in all these countries that have been affected by Cyclone Idai. Tony?
All right, Malungelo Booi there at OR Tambo International Airport. He's waiting for Rescue South Africa. Some of those first responders coming back home from Mozambique. We just want to chat to them when they do arrive at OR Tambo.